All right, if you are new to the channel, before we get into today's content, do me a huge favor. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, get notified when we are dropping new content. We drop daily Colts videos, so be sure to be in the loop when it comes to that. All right, let's get into the video. What's up, guys? So I wanted to make a quick thought video here on quarterback Anthony Richardson. Now, he stated before Saturday's game that he felt like having some experience with playing against a different defense was going to really help him out in a lot of ways. And obviously, we saw as Richardson went along how, the further along he got, the more reps he got, the better he looked, right? He obviously had the early interception, shake that off, and I thought had two nice drives back to back, and really felt like he was improving as it went. It looked like he was kind of getting comfortable in there, and it's probably super valuable for him being his first NFL start to get some of those live game reps and starting to figure out a different defense, some different schemes and stuff. Now, obviously in the preseason, things are a little bit more vanilla, but I think that was super valuable for him. And I think that was invaluable for him to just get that experience. Well, wanted to kind of talk about this because the Chicago Bears are coming to town on Wednesday, Thursday for joint practices. And then the Colts will be in Philadelphia with some joint practices against the Eagles and their defense. And so just wanted to kind of talk about this because I think it merits talking about, right? I do feel like this experience that Anthony Richardson is going to get is going to be so invaluable for his progression and for his development as a passer, right? Just getting some different looks, getting some different defenses, playing against some guys that aren't going to make life easy on him, right? And they're going to, he's actually going to get hit, right? Which I think is big as well. And so I think that kind of stuff is just so invaluable that he's getting not just preseason action, but live joint practices with opposing NFL teams. I think that is so big for him and so big for his development. I think that can't be understated, to be completely honest with you, because he's just going to grow and he's going to learn. And that was the biggest thing we said, right? Was the biggest thing that Anthony Richardson needs is what? It's experience, right? It's experience. Experience is the best teacher, especially for a young quarterback who's learning. Only had before the Saturday, only had 13 total games in college of actual live game reps. And so, he's been doing stuff in the spring, been doing stuff in training camp, but actually having some days where he's playing against some different defenses, I think is just so critical for him. And it definitely seems like, at least if Saturday's in the indication, it seems like he's going to get better as the games go along, and he's going to learn some things. He's going to make mistakes. Sure, he's going to make mistakes. There's no question about that. But the big thing is, how does he respond from that? And he responded really well against the Buffalo Bills. And now the big question is, how's he going to respond against the Chicago Bears, who added a lot to their defense, right? How's he going to look? How is that going to shake out when it comes all down to it, right? And so I think it's going to be just big for him, whether or not he's great, whether or not he struggles. I think it's just going to be really good for him. He's going to have some good days. He's going to have some bad days. He's going to have some good plays. He's going to have some bad plays. That's just how it is. That's the nature of the beast, the nature of a rookie quarterback. And I think the big thing, guys, obviously with the play, but like the mental fortitude that it's going to either reinforce in him or is going to show, I think it's going to be big for him as well. I mean, he's a guy that the Colts obviously did a lot of homework on. They felt like he was a guy based off of some of the things in his past that he had to deal with and kind of work through and continues to have to work through. That kind of stuff is so critical for him and how he responds on the field, right? Whenever he messes up, whenever he makes a mistake, he doesn't look at it, he doesn't get in his own head. He moves on to the next play and he continues to progress and realizing that, like, hey, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Like, he's going to take some time. He's going to take, some work. His mechanics aren't great right now. He struggled at certain points in that game with the short to intermediate throws, right? He had a few ones that were off target, a little bit high for some of his receivers. And so that's just part of it, right? But the biggest way that he's going to become the best player he is practice against other teams and preseason action, and then obviously regular season action when that gets kicked off. So that's kind of my thoughts, guys, on overall on him and just how these two sets of joint practices, first with Chicago this week and then Philadelphia, are both going to help him out tremendously in his development, even more than just playing them, in a regular preseason game. So, guys, that's what my thoughts are here on the whole Anthony Richardson getting experience. Would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. But that will do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe, all that stuff, so that you are in the loop when it comes to Colts news. But without further ado, guys, that'll do it. And as always, go Colts.